Spider-Man Brand New Day is seemingly getting even more insane, as we just got pretty much confirmation from Daniel RPK, reliable leaker / scooper, that Florence Pugh will reportedly return as Yelena in Spider-Man Brand New Day. So yeah, let's talk about this. And also we got some other news about another, I guess, kind of casting revealed. And yeah, we'll kind of speculate about that as well. So yeah, like I said, Florence Pugh will return as Yelena in Spider-Man Brand New Day. So what this pretty much, this is insane, because we know that Marvel and Sony obviously have a deal where they collaborate on Spider-Man related stuff, especially in Spider-Man movies. And with that, they have to include, or Marvel, has to include a certain amount of their own characters in Spider-Man films. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. And then it made sense why they had Hulk, maybe Punisher, maybe it was like one or two they had to have. And then now they have Yelena, and I'm like, what the hell? What's going on here? So I don't know if this is maybe a part. I don't think maybe it's a part of the deal that they have to have three Marvel characters in the movie. But I thought it was only like one or two, to be honest. So maybe having her in this movie, I'm trying to think about what the purpose would be. The first thing obviously you think of is Doomsday. You think of maybe it's a post-credit scene. Well, the post-credit scene we know is going to be Doomsday related. It just has to be. It literally has to be. Like, there's no other way about it. It's literally the last movie before Doomsday releases. It's a prequel to Doomsday, so it literally has to be about that. The post-credit scene, regardless of whether she's in or not. But it would make sense if she was in it. Because we know, obviously in Thunderbolts, we saw the post-credit scene there. The stuff that's happening there, and also, the Thunderbolts of the New Avengers. And seemingly you can just say Yelena is like the captain, right? You can say of the New Avengers. So perhaps she's trying to recruit him in the post-credit scene or something like that, trying to recruit Spider-Man, that is. That's one thing I think of. Just trying to recruit him. Also, maybe it's a thing where she does a small cameo in the actual movie itself. But in terms of significance of that, I don't know what it could be besides something Doomsday related. Just trying to recruit Tom Holland Spider-Man. Or maybe it's a thing where maybe it has nothing even to do with Doomsday, which would be kind of insane. Because I'm like, what's kind of the point then? Because what the more news we get about this movie, the more confusing it actually gets. Okay, so because when we first saw the Hulk, we're like, what is going on here? We're getting Mark Ruffalo back, Savage Hulk. What the heck's going on here? And then John Bernthal's Punisher. And it's like, and then we got, and then obviously the villains that are gonna be in this movie. It's just getting more and more confusing. So it can't be that big of a role. Surely there's no way, because I'm pretty sure if I'm not wrong, she's still filming Doomsday. So I don't know how this would work going back and forth. Maybe it could work it, but again, there's no way I see this being like an actual significant role in the movie. It's gotta be a small, maybe impactful role, maybe not even impactful if it is in the movie itself. But I'm leaning towards it being a post-credit scene, something to do with just recruiting Tom Holland Spider-Man to the New Avengers. And we also know there is kind of the animosity there between the Avengers teams. Like I talked about in my previous video about Deadpool. There is that news that recently came out that it's pretty much factions, essentially, little teams of superheroes, and also the one supervillain team. But the New Avengers are technically their own squad. They're different than the actual Avengers team that Sam Wilson is obviously at the helm of, from what we understand. So Sam's kind of beefing with the New Avengers. There's animosity there, right? They're on good terms. So I don't know. Maybe it plays into that somewhat. Trying to get Tom Holland Spider-Man on the New Avengers team. Who knows? Honestly, let me know what you think about this down below. I'm speculating here. It is very interesting. Nonetheless, Thunderbolts is goated. Her character, is goated in Thunderbolts. And obviously in Doomsday, New Avengers, Thunderbolts are going to have a big role in there, just like the Fantastic Four and stuff. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays, how this ties in, if it even does, it maybe doesn't. Anyways, let me know what you think down below about that. And then here's the next news, which is interesting. Hopefully I say his name right, okay? I'm known for just butchering people's names. So Tramell Tillman is reportedly playing a villain in Spider-Man Brand New Day. And it says he's not the main villain. This comes from Apocalyptic Horseman, who works for Nexus Point News. They're very good, very reliable. But also, the first bit that confirmed pretty much Tramell Tramell Tillman getting cast in the movie. That was confirmed by Variety first. And then he added on to us because it's supposed to be, I guess it was a secret. He didn't really want to release it. So he's waiting for the Hollywood trades to do their thing, get it out there. And we know that the studio obviously wanted this released. And then he's added on by saying that he's going to be playing a villain, but not the main villain in the movie. And this is a pretty big casting. I remember there was one point where apparently they were looking at him to play Kang. I think to replace Jonathan Majors, if I'm not wrong. But I don't know. I don't think that nothing really materialized out of that, obviously. But yeah, this is cool seeing him because if you don't know, he's most notably known for obviously his role in Severance. I haven't personally seen that show. I need to get on that. I know, but you've probably seen the memes on social media of probably just him dancing, and you're like, "What is the show even about?" That's what goes in my head. What's the show even about? Man, no, you're just having the time of his life, and that show is dancing, man. You know, it looks a hell of fun. But also, I recently saw, well, not recently, like 2 months ago, I saw Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning. He was in there as well. He stole the show. I'm not gonna lie. He was a standout in that movie. He's just like charismatic. This is great to see. So yeah, he definitely has, like, I don't know how to describe it, stage presence to say the least. He like a scene stealer. I don't know. Like, he's just like really good, just a really good actor. That's what I'm trying to get at. Just yeah. So he's reportedly playing a villain. So we know he's casted, which is great. And there's a lot of times where you see good actors get cast in Marvel movies and this get wasted, right? So hopefully that's not the case here. It could be. We really don't know. But yeah, it's just like, don't expect him to have a big role in the movie. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't expect him to have like a significant amount of screen time. Because it does say here, obviously, he's playing villain, but it's not the main villain. And then again, we don't even know who the main villain really is of this movie. That's still kind of to be determined. But we do know that the villain of this movie, obviously Scorpion, that's played by, I'm trying to remember, Michael Mando, if I'm not wrong. We have Tombstone, and Tombstone is the one that people immediately went to when this news came out. They're like, okay, maybe he's playing Tombstone. But Apocalyptic Horseman said, I heard he's not Tombstone, by the way. So, if he's not Tombstone, there's only a few other options left. I'm trying to remember. What was the other one? There's Tarantula as well, right? There's, what's the other one? Ramrod, if I'm not wrong. There's probably some we don't even know about. Maybe he could be playing, maybe there's someone we don't even know about that he's playing. Because we do know that also it kind of got announced / confirmed. I think yesterday, the day before, the theory about that Spider-Man Brand New Day was kind of opened up with, similar to the Fantastic Four, with a montage of Peter Parker, Spider-Man, just taking down a whole bunch of lower level villains, essentially. Like if you saw the Fantastic Four at the beginning, in the first 5-10 minutes, you see the Fantastic Four taking down a whole bunch of this, I guess just everyday villains, right? Nothing serious, no cosmic level threat like that, or any significant type of threat in general. So maybe that says he's just like a normal, street villain, which is what the movie's about, street level type stuff. Anyways, so I don't know. Maybe he is Tarantula. I'm starting to think. I know it's not the popular choice. I haven't really heard anyone talk about that, but I think he could be Tarantula because, okay, so they're saying he's not Tombstone. Obviously, he can't be Scorpion. He's not the main villain either. I don't see him being Ramrod, in my personal opinion. So maybe he is Tarantula. I don't know. I'm not too sure. But yeah, anyways, let me know what you think about this down below. This is pretty huge. 2 huge castings for Spider-Man Brand New Day came out today, and the movie is more confusing. Okay, it's getting more and more confusing. When you thought we had maybe a lick of understanding about what this movie's about, after when it's around time when it started filming, everything just went down the drain. It seems ever since they just bro, this is confusing. Okay, I just have to wait and see. But this is huge news. This is great news. Let me know what you think down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next one. Peace.